YouTube, it's Rico, man. I'm back with another video, man. Y'all see what we got going on, man. We got a video by Huncho, UK's real rapper suspect, to go on murder trial in March 2023. Now, I know I'm late to this video, but it's better late than never. That's what I always say, so it is what it is. But anyway, man, yeah, I remember when I first found out that suspect got locked up, and for a minute at first back then, I didn't really know like what was going on with him behind the scenes of music. And then I started seeing the things about him leaving the UK and going to another country because he was trying to get away from the ops pretty much. And it was a whole thing going on a few months ago, pretty much before he got locked up. It was a lot of stuff being posted on YouTube and stuff about the real reason why he left the UK and stuff. Some people were saying it was to get away from the ops and stuff because they was getting ready to pretty much get him knocked off type shit. But then now it's also found out that realistically it was a lot of stuff going on where he was supposedly supposed to be a part of a murder. Obviously that's why he's in jail right now, so that was one of the real reasons why he was actually going out the UK. But I would say it's probably is some truth to him leaving the UK, not just because of this, but also because he did probably really had the ops on his heels at the time. Like maybe the ops was really getting close to getting him knocked off type shit, and that's why he left. Because once he started to see the ops starting to get closer and closer to getting to him, then he was like, all right, now this is my time to pretty much get up out of here. Because at the end of the day, y'all got to realize, man, it ain't about showing who's tough or not. Like when it comes to life and death, you gonna do whatever you can to keep your life, period. It don't, and even if that means you gotta leave where you from. Some people might call it scary. Some people might say, oh, you just know you not built for this type of life type shit. No, it's not really because of that. It's because of the simple fact, if you somebody in his shoes, you got a successful music career going for you, why would you want to put yourself in a risky situation where you could ultimately die? And now a lot of the stuff you had going for yourself is going to stop. The financial stability for yourself and probably others that you probably was taking care of based off of what you was doing, now they're pretty much at risk of not being able to survive any longer without your help and stuff like that. So it's like he was put in a situation where either he had to think about his life and the stuff that he got for him and all the things he could lose and leave, or stay and just be one of those people that got to show that they tough and about what they rap about all the time, 24/7, and risking their life taken, or make it easier for the police to get to him if he know that he got a serious situation like this going on and stuff, and he pretty much not trying to get away while he can type shit. So it's just a whole lot going on with him so far right now. Obviously now he in jail facing murder and all that stuff, and it ain't really looking too good for him so far from what I've been seeing going on YouTube lately. So like I said, it's probably some truth to why he left the UK and as far as the ops and stuff go, but realistically this is probably pretty much going to be the main reason, man. The ops is one thing, trying to take your life, but going to jail / prison for years for a crime like this is just as bad, but probably even more bad, just because one, now you facing with the reality of having to go to either jail or prison and have to sit for a long time and not being able to do anything while you locked up. So it's gonna stop your music, whatever you got going on the outside and all that stuff, and now you pretty much ain't able to do nothing. Now you gotta live by the rules and the time of somebody else telling you what to do and stuff, and you're not able to do the things you want to do and to keep your money coming in and stuff like that, to live the lifestyle you want to live. So it's a lot of reasons for why he probably left anyway in the first place from the UK, to hide out and stuff. So this is just one of those things that for sure you could definitely see why he did what he did, because 9 times out of 10, if people were facing the charges he's facing, they're not going to stick around in their neighborhood. They're going to, if they got the money, try to leave and go somewhere else and hide out while they can. And it's just the real truth. So like I said, it ain't about you trying to stick around somewhere just to prove that you tough and about what you rap about. Because at the end of the day, it's a bigger picture, especially for somebody in his shoes, where you got a career, actually a legal career going for yourself that makes you tons of money night in and night out on a yearly basis. So of course you're not going to be stupid and try to risk throwing that all away just because you want to prove how tough you is to your enemies and stuff like that, or even the people around you. You're not going to want to do it just because you got a lot more to lose. Just because those people might not got a lot to lose, that don't mean you don't got a lot to lose. It's just that simple, man. But with that said, man, I done talked enough. We're going to get through this video because it's a short video, and I'm not going to make this video that super long. So with that said, I'm going to start the screen record. Oh, no. I ain't even say my intro, I don't think. Brand new to the channel, or you've been watching videos on the channel but not yet subscribed, please hit that subscribe button now. As y'all see, I'm on the grind at 10K. Also, don't forget to smash that like button and comment on the video to help the video out in the algorithm. And I'll hopefully bring in new supporters to the channel in larger amounts. And also, don't forget to tell your family and friends, obviously, about the channel as well. Hopefully, they become supporters of the channel. And don't forget to turn on post notifications so you guys get notified when I drop new videos. And be sure you don't miss out on new videos. Check out the channel every day, no matter the time of the day, just because you don't want to miss out. And because the post notifications sometimes do not work at all whatsoever, so you don't want to rely on them too much. And also, don't forget to add and follow me on social media. All my social media platforms are listed down below in the description box, as well as in the intro of the video. So you shouldn't have a hard time at all finding me on social media. With that said, man, now we finally gonna go ahead and get the screen record started. Or actually, did I already start it? Or no, it just started. Never mind. I just heard the little sound to let me know that it's just started. Hold on, y'all. Now my shit acting up. I gotta go back to the full screen. Sorry, y'all. It's a little lag going on, man. I don't know what's going on. All right, now I'm finna start the video now.
So, I know a lot of you have been waiting for an update in regards to Suspect and S-Wavy from Active Gang since their arrest and deportation from Kenya a short while back. For anyone who doesn't know, drill rappers Suspect and S-Wavy had been arrested in connection with the murder of Alex Smith.
I didn't know about somebody else also being on trial for the same thing, so this is kind of a little bit new to me, but I've been, like I said, obviously based off of the beginning of the video, I already knew that Suspect had a lot of shit going on, and that's why too he got arrested for this specific reason. But I didn't know it was a second person that was also facing the same charge as him for the same situation. But other than that, continuing on.
AKA Culprit. He was said to have been associated with a rival gang. For those who don't know, by the way, a murder trial had already taken place. People are currently serving life in prison after being convicted. But to jump into today's video, if you're following me over on my Instagram, you'll know that we spoke about this briefly already. If you don't follow me, by the way, I'm going to leave that posted down in the description below. Go and drop me a follow. So the pair appeared in court today for a brief hearing. No, this isn't a trial hearing, but we've come to find out more information. The report reads that both are alleged to have been part of a gang which followed Alex, or Culprit, in a car before stabbing him to death in Munster Square, Camden. Prosecutor Brian O'Neill QC said these two young men were arrested in Nairobi, Kenya in January of this year, talking about 2022, having fled this country in August of 2019 following the murder of Alex Smith in Camden on that date, adding the date being offered by the...
Alright, so I didn't know that was that long, like they been gone, so that's a little bit new to me. I thought they probably left just last year or some shit, but this is all ever since 2019, so they pretty much was gone for 3 whole years. That's crazy. Like I said, that's a part I didn't know about this whole situation. I just knew that they did leave, but I didn't know they was gone for that long.
Court for trial is the 27th of March next year, talking about 2023. Can we invite the court to fix that date for trial with a provisional time estimate of 4 to 6 weeks? At the moment, one does not know what the issues are. Moving forward though, they are both due back in court again on the 29th of April for a plea and trial preparation here.
And the crazy thing is, you got people literally on his live asking, are you in Kenya? And then some people saying he is. So it's just weird, man. It's like, why would he tell y'all where he is? Just to make it easier for the police and his ops to know exactly where he is and stuff. Even though his ops probably had an idea where he was, but it's still like, why would he tell on himself to make it easier for the ops or the police to find out where he is specifically? Because at the end of the day, the ops can kind of know that he is where he is, but unless they got sufficient amount of evidence to show that he is where they suspect him to be, they're not gonna risk traveling that far to try to do something to him. And on top of that, that's a whole different country, so obviously the laws and everything is also going to be different there and stuff, and you don't want to risk doing something crazy in a whole nother country and get jammed up, and now you looking crazy because now you in a whole different country that got laws that might be different, or it might get you more time for something that you decide to do that obviously is against the law. So they pretty much was thinking smart, not trying to actually go and get to him type shit, even if they felt like they knew where he was, just because obviously that's a whole different country. And if they was to get caught by the police out in that country, 9 times out of 10, it might be different from where they from, and their chances of being able to survive in a jail or whatever the case may be in a different country might be very hard for them, instead of where they got people that might be able to help them while they're locked up and be an ally to them while they're locked up and stuff, so they can avoid anybody trying to do something to them or being outnumbered and stuff. So they pretty much, it was a strategic move pretty much at the end of the day from the ops to get to him. They're not going to try to risk going out to another country, like I said, to do something to him and get jammed up. They rather probably do it back at home, because they know if they get locked up, at least they're going to be around people they know and stuff like that. Now, for the police side, the police, unless they got sufficient amount of evidence to show that the person they're looking for is somewhere where it's rumored for them to be, they're not gonna just go and check it out. Kenya obviously is a whole country of its own. If they go out there and not have real sufficient evidence, they're not gonna know where to look. They're not gonna know how they know if they're in the right place to be looking for them and all that stuff. And at that point, you just wasted a lot of resources. 1, traveling, 2, the money, because what if you go out there and you don't find them? You just pretty much hit a dead end. So now you got to go back to square one and go all the way back home and wasted all that money for nothing, thinking y'all was going to find him where y'all thought he was, but he wasn't realistically there. So they pretty much waited until they got sufficient enough evidence to say, all right, we know exactly where he is. Now we can make our move to go and get him. So that was a strategic move on their part as well. So all of this was just pretty much a strategic move of chess. Who is gonna make the right moves? Who's gonna make the wrong moves? Stuff like that. Obviously, his ops didn't make the wrong move. They played it smart. They didn't risk anybody or anything, and to try to go get him and get him knocked off, we just gonna have to wait for him to come back type shit. It'll deal with him then type shit. At that point, all they can do is go back and forth with him on the internet and talk they shit. That's it. They just say, oh, you scared. That's why you in a whole nother country, because you already know if you come over here, you know what it is. You're going to get caught by us type shit. So obviously that was just going to only be the thing that they can do, and to keep nobody from getting locked up for something like that. Pretty much like how he locked up now for a whole murder case. So it was just all a big strategic move for everybody's side. For his side, it was to go run, call it whatever you want, hide out, whatever the case may be. But it was smart on his part. Like I said, he got a lot to lose, obviously. And then on top of that, he got a successful music career so far. So why would he want to risk either losing his life to jail and prison, or to lose his life to his ops? when he got a chance to try and get away from both sides and pretty much live his life and still try to do what he can, even though he's in a whole nother country from the people that he probably care about and taking care of financially and stuff like that. So it's just a crazy situation for him at the end of the day, man, because it was a lot of politics going on as far as saying, oh, is he really real and about his music, or he just somebody that's trying to portray a life that he's not really living and leaving his people to deal with the consequences behind his music and his dissing and all of that stuff to the ops and stuff like that? Or was he trying to get away from the police because he knew he had a real serious accusation going against him and stuff, and he already knew if he was to get caught, that'll probably be the end of him and whatever he got going on as far as his music career and stuff financially. So he had a lot of stuff he had to deal with, obviously, and he had to weigh his options, and his best option was to pretty much get out of the country that he's from, because he got a lot of stuff going on there, not just with his ops, but with the police. And now he pretty much got caught anyway, but still, that was his best option at the end of the day, to pretty much try to run and then do what he can from a different location and stuff like that. So at the end of the day, it's all opinion on how you feel about what he did. At the end of the day, y'all, it's gonna be some people that saying he was just scared of the ops and all of this and that. He wasn't trying to deal with the consequences that was gonna follow from his dissing and all that in his music. Then it's gonna be some of y'all that be like, shit, I agree with why he did what he did, because he got the police against him. The police trying to charge him for a murder. So you already know how that goes when murder is in play with the police. You just destined to do over a decade worth of being locked up somewhere, whether it be prison or jail, etc., but mainly prison. And prison is y'all already know, is obviously another level ahead of jail. So you don't even want to go to prison for sure. You already don't want to go to jail, so you damn sure don't want to go to prison. So if anything, if it was just something small and minor, I feel like, in my opinion, he wouldn't have left. That would have been different, because he's not facing no type of crazy murder case or anything like that, felonies or anything of that nature. If he only doing stuff that's only going to get him sent to jail, that's minor. So he wouldn't worry as much about that at all, and have to leave where he's comfortable and got people he care about being left, pretty much, at the end of the day. So with that said, y'all gonna feel how y'all want to feel about it. Y'all let me know how y'all feel in the comment section down below about what he did, and if y'all would have did the same thing as him, given that he had the police on him and trying to use the accusation that he's got a murder that he committed. But right now, he's still not really deemed a suspect for real. It's just he's a possible suspect, and they obviously gonna put him on trial because they want to prove that he was a suspect indeed to the person that they saying he murdered. So it's a lot going on, man. Like I said, though, everybody gonna have their opinion and how they feel about what he did at the end of the day. Some people gonna say, I would have stayed and took my chances, whether it be against the ops or the police. I would have still stayed and took my chances, whatever the case may be. I wouldn't have left to a whole nother country type shit. So like I said, it's pretty much really no right or wrong way of thinking in this situation. But for him, the best option was to leave, period. That's how I feel.
Hearing. So I assumed that trials were back to normal. That's why I thought it might have been October. Again, if you follow me over on my Instagram, that's what I did say. But we've got a trial date set for March 2023. A whole year away from now, well, give or take anyway. This could be due to various things, and hey, a trial might not even go ahead if they plead guilty. Now, that's not me sitting here saying that they will plead guilty, but we'll find out probably on that 29th of April date.
I feel like if they got evidence that really do prove that he is guilty, I feel like they will plead guilty. Unless they know the police don't got evidence and the police themselves also know that they ain't really got evidence for real, then obviously they probably going to plead not guilty. But like I said, man, in his situation, is all about being smart at the end of the day, man. So So the smart decision for him now is, does the police really have evidence solid to verify that he's a suspect for real in the murder case? Or do they not have solid evidence at all? So that's going to determine if he's going to plead guilty or plead not guilty. So at the end of the day, he's going to have to plead either guilty or not guilty based on if the police got evidence or not. That's his only real solution now that he's in jail facing murder. So with that said, man, I feel like that's enough to pretty much end this video. We pretty much got the full updates of what's going on with him and stuff like that. So now we just gotta wait for more updates and go from there, and then we'll make another video about everything else that ends up coming out later on. So with that said, either way, he got a long time before his trial date, because March 2023, months away, and that month it happens to have my birthday in it, so that's why I already know it's gonna be a minute. Anyway though, man, that's pretty much the end of the video, man. If you guys enjoy my reaction to the video so far, or whatever the case may be, make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you're brand new to the channel, man. And that'll also help the video out in the algorithm. And also don't forget to tell your family and friends about the channel as well, and hopefully they become supporters of the channel. And also don't forget to turn on post notifications so you guys get notified when I drop new videos, and be sure you don't miss out on new videos. Check out the channel every day, no matter the time of the day. Just because you don't want to miss out, and because sometimes post notifications do not work at all whatsoever. And also don't forget to add and follow me on social media, man. All my social media platforms are listed down below in the description box, as well as in the intro of the video, so you shouldn't have a hard time at all finding me on social media. With that said, that's the end of the vid, and I'm gonna catch you guys later on more, so stay tuned. Peace.